Hello everybody, welcome to another Kaggle class. Today we will be learning how to make scatter plots with our data. So first of all, we want to see why would we even want to make a scatter plot with our data in the first place? Well, if we can plot certain data in the x and y axis, we can try and figure out a correlation between the data, and that will become very useful for us later on when we're doing more hands-on stuff with machine learning. Alright, so you're going to want to start your notebook. As you can see, I already have mine started. Today I'm going to be using this Mr. Beast data again. That's what we've been using in the past, might as well use it here. Alright, so here I'm importing it. We've already done this many times. And then you're going to want to import this library called import matplotlib. This is a library that has a lot of graphing and analytical use in Python, and we're going to want to call it PLT. So we run that and it'll import it as PLT. So now we have this sample beast, right? We have this data. We want to take a look at it. So we do the head command, we get the first 5 rows. Alright? So now we want to figure out what data is graphable, right? Can't really graph the ID. We can't really graph the title, since, especially in a scatter plot, since we need more numerical data. Same with the description. The publish time, it is numerical, but it's not numerical in a sense that we would be able to graph it very easily. Kind stats, that has no use to us. Duration in seconds could be useful. View count might be useful, and like count might be useful. Comment count could also be useful. We don't really care about the rest of this data. The thumbnails, thumbnail width, etc. We just want to focus on these 4. Alright? So, to set up your scatter plot, you're going to want to do plt.scatter. That is the command to set up a scatter plot. And we're going to set our x-axis as the view count. We want to see, as the view count increases, how does it affect other things. And our y here is going to be the y count. And our data is going to be, obviously, this data that we imported, which is sample beast or whatever you chose to name it. And then we're going to do plt.show. Alright, as you can see here, it graphs the data. Now, the x and y axis are a bit trickily labeled. That is just, it's in the millions, because as you can see, we're dealing with extremely big numbers right here, and we wouldn't be able to write all those numbers down. So it would be IE7 and IE8, which tells you to what power it is. Alright, so now, yeah, this is good data, but there's so much data, you know? Maybe we want to take a closer look, right? So, now we're going to set a limiter. Same thing, plt.scatterplot, except we're going to put an x limiter. We only want data with 1 million views, which is our x. Alright? So anything 1 million and above, there you go. You see? Now let's say we wanted to do 10 million. This is how it is before. This is how it will be after. We get even less data. We can see even more of a correlation. We could do for the y limiter. If you want to do it for the y limiter, it would be plt.ylim, and then let's say 50,000. 50,000. See, even less data. It's very easy. Alright? Alright, so now to make it even more readable, we might want to add labels for the x and y axis. Very easy. We have plt.xlabel, and then we have view count, and then the font size. Same thing for the y. Very, very easy. Very, very straightforward. Right? Alright. So, now maybe we want to add in a third variable. We were looking at, the duration, So we have x, y, we have the data, and then we're going to want to add this c equals duration of seconds. We've assigned this variable c to the duration in seconds. And actually, I don't really like duration in seconds. We'll do instead comment count. Alright, so you'll see what it does. We have the same x limiter, y limiter, and then the labels, right? You'll see what it does. And then see, as you can see, there's colors on the dots.